there, it's me, Donna, better known as Thrifttasticmom, here on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Normally I do thrift hauls and grocery hauls, things like that, but I thought I would change it up today and do something a little different. And as you can see, I'm going to clean my stove today and do a little chatting with you while I clean it. I was hoping maybe this would be some motivation for some people just to maybe get up and clean your stove or refrigerator or whatever you need to pay that extra attention to, around your house. You turn it on and watch it while you clean, or you can just sit and watch it and listen to me talk. Watch me clean my stove. Now, I do want to say this is a new stove. I got this probably about a year ago, and this is actually the first time that I am cleaning it. As you can see, it does need a good cleaning. And I'm not going to clean my oven part because I've only used it 2 or 3 times and it really still looks new, so I don't need to clean the oven, but we're just kind of focusing on the top part. These eyes and all really need it, so I thought we would do that today. I hope you enjoy watching this. I know it's different, but I just want to change it up a little bit and try something different. If you don't like it, I do understand. So let's get on into it and let's clean this filthy stove. It's a mess. Okay, I'm just getting all the eyes out of the top of the stove here. And I've run some water. I'm fixing to put them in the water here in my sink. Now, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff to put in the water. I had a little bit of degreaser that I put in the water, and I actually put a little bit of bleach in there because that's all I had. So I was working with what I had on this day. Trying to get all the crumbs and stuff out of it before I put it in the water. I'm actually going to just let it soak in this water for a little while I clean the stove. And hopefully a lot of this will come off easy and I don't have to do a lot of scrubbing. But as you can see, they're pretty filthy. I'm a messy cook. I let stuff run over. I tend to cook it too high sometimes. I tend to cook it too hot. And stuff will run over. And, when you do that, you make a mess with your eyes. But I have really seen worse. I've seen a lot of stoves worse than this. Okay, here's just the water. After just sitting a few minutes, the water was already looking yucky. And I did change this water out twice while I was cleaning. So now I'm just working on the top. I was thinking I should have saved this to last and just cleaned underneath the stove top first, but that's the first thing I seen, so I just started wiping it off and trying to clean it up a little bit. This part was pretty easy because it wasn't real dirty, but I do want to say that this rag that I got, my husband buy these from Harbor Freight. They are so good in the kitchen, y'all. They are like a microfiber cloth, but they're not the real cheap ones like some of the stuff you get like from the Dollar Tree. I hate them kind of microfiber towels because they just stick to your hands and everything, But these here are really nice. They are so good for cleaning up stuff like this, wiping up stuff. They don't leave a lot of water laying after you've wiped something up. But it's just a pack of like utility cloths, I guess. I think he's got a pack in there that he don't have open, so if I remember, I'll put a picture of it in here. But he gets them at Harbor Freight, and they're really good kitchen cloths. He gave me a few of them to use in the kitchen, so I don't have to go through so many paper towels, because I can go through some paper towels, y'all. So I'm just wiping it off and, trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. I know we procrastinate a lot on doing things, but once you do it, you always feel better about it, So might as well get up and do it. And you know me, I have issues. I have a bad hip, but there's still things that I know has to be done, so I get up and do it. I persevere. Okay, guys, I set y'all up at a different angle so I could get up under here to clean the dirty spots. I had a little trouble getting these things in the hole exactly right, but I will get it. One side's a little higher, of course, but it's all good. As long as I can get under there, that's all that matters, right? Look at that dirt. It's real dirty on that one side there, on my left hand side. That right there is pretty dirty, but the other side looks pretty good, which I'm surprised because I do use that front big burner on this other side here. I do use it quite a bit. So I'm surprised this side over here is dirtier than the other side. But yeah, that's what we're working with. See how that's really not bad there at all. It just needs a little wipe out. So I don't know what this is over here on the other side. Okay, we're giving it a spray. This is some of the degreaser that I had in a bottle. My husband had picked this up, probably Harbor Freight or somewhere. It's not awesome, but it's the kind of, I don't even know if it's mean green. It's something like that though. And I just put it in a bottle and use it. And as you can see, the sides here is pretty yucky, but it's so satisfying to wipe that grunge off of there. And it come pretty and white. Very satisfying. I know a lot of people out there like to watch cleaning videos like this, actual cleaning videos, because some people clean their stuff and it looks clean from the get-go. It's like they clean it before they clean it, you know what I mean? But not here. I clean it and it's dirty, and you can tell it's dirty when I clean my stuff up. And some people like that. It's very satisfying to watch dirty stuff come clean again. And I will admit, it is. I love cleaning it up and watching all that junk come off of it. And I did use this orange rag the whole time. I just kept rinsing it off and, you know, putting a little soap on it and getting it clean so I could keep using it. It really wasn't a hard job at all, working on the stove part. The eyes is what really wore me out. I'll tell you, I got a good muscle workout. So, while we're watching me clean the stove, I just wanted to do a little chit chat, little updates, little whatever comes to my mind. I just want to say the cats are doing good. All four of them's doing good. I do want to do a special shout out to Miss Abigail again, because she's always sending things. She sent a lender box last month, I think, and she's always sending them food and stuff, treats, different things. And you know, I appreciate it so much that she does that, and I know the cats do. They love it. She's sent litter. I mean, she's just a great person, and I thank her so much for helping take care of my kitties. And I do feed cats outside too, of course, so they get it too. But anyway, special shout out to her. And my husband's doing okay. He's got some stuff he's going through, of course. You know, me and him both are a lot older now. You know, I started this channel back when I was in my 30s. I think I was like 37, 38, maybe 36. So I was still a spring chicken. And now I'm fixing to turn 55 in... I left this part in because my husband was singing a little bit. He had headphones on, and I wanted y'all to hear him sing. And I'm sorry about any heavy breathing or you hear, because like I said, I'm 55 years old. I will be in July, 55 years old now. So I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And my husband's like 63, so you know, we're getting on up in age. Listen. Bless his heart, he tries his best to sing. He's either singing or talking to the cats, but I know he sings a little bit. I made him put his headphones on so I could do this video without the TV blaring. Ugh, look at that. Gross. Yucky, yucky. That's the dirtiest side here. Oh, I even love to hear... I don't know what he's listening to. He was singing though. Trying to sing. But I even love the squeaking sounds of that. Clean. Yeah, dirty, dirty. And as you notice, I've put a lot of clips in here where I've had to chop it up, and that's because I guess my nose was running this day, and man, every few minutes I was sniffing. I'm like, they ain't gonna want to hear all that, so I went and cut every bit of it out. I bet I cut out 12, 13 of them. That's why there's a lot of different clips in this, because I had to cut it all out. That's another thing about getting older. You start having issues with sinuses, allergies, all that. The bumps on my arm is from allergic reaction. I'm trying to get it all cleared up. It's getting better. Because my husband had bought some laundry detergent with OxyClean in it. And I didn't think nothing of it. I washed all our clothes in it, and then I started itching real bad and breaking out. And I looked, and because it has that oxy in it, it had that chemical in it that I'm allergic to. And I knew I had used the Arm & Hammer before, and it didn't bother me. But it was because he bought the one with the oxy. The oxy is what made it have the chemical, so it broke me out. But it's a lot better. I still got a few little scars from it, but it is a lot better. Okay, I'm getting ready to do some scrubbing, get that arm workout. My muscles was actually sore the next day from all this cleaning. But I did get a good arm workout. Still had to spray more stuff on them and scrub them. Used the SOS pad, and I got a wire pad too that I can use. Try not to use it too much. I don't want to scratch it up too bad, but it was a good workout. This was actually the hardest part. I wanted to leave the sound in here because some people like to hear the running water and the cleaning of the dishes and different things like that, so I leave it in. I just turn it down so the one that ain't crazy about it don't have to hear it so loud. But I was going to give another quick update while you're watching this. I haven't said anything about where we live in a long time because y'all know we've been here like 4 years now, and when we first moved in there was a lot of people behind me that made a lot of noise, people beside me that made a lot of noise, fussing and fighting and all that. And I think I had mentioned one time in a video that the lady ended up moving away, and they moved the trailer off and everything. The husband passed away, so she had to leave her home, and they just left it. And then the trailer beside us, they ended up having to move out because we had a new company take over all of the mobile homes, like a management company. And they've really come in here and really been doing a good job about taking out old trailers. There were a few burnt trailers in the area because we really got a nice place out here. But there was a lot of like junky trailers and burnt trailers and stuff sitting around. And then we started having issues with some homeless people trying to come in and live in the woods around us because we do have a lot of woods and stuff around us. So they just decided to start cleaning all the trees out. They made all the homeless people leave. And they were actually coming and staying in the trailers. I seen a couple of them sneak in these trailers beside me. And they made all of them leave and moved. They've took all, maybe not all, but most of the like burnt trailers, old trailers out. They made a few people move out that didn't, wasn't paying their rent. And I know all this because I talked to the new management man. He told me all this. I didn't ask him. He told me, and he said we're gonna clean it up out here and we're gonna make it a nice place. They'll probably put in some new trailers because they got a bunch of new lots opened up. And they got some really nice lots out here. But they're really making it look a lot better. And it is so quiet now. There's nobody fussing and fighting. It's just really quiet out here. So I'm really enjoying living here a lot more now than I did then. Even though it was kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting sometimes when you hear somebody fussing and fighting and you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Because you're nosy. Everybody's nosy a little bit, But now that it's quiet, I really enjoy it. And I don't have to look out my back window and watch people shoving each other to the ground and stuff because I did witness some of that. And I didn't like that part of it at all. But yeah, it's really quiet out here, and enjoying living here now. Okay, I had a spot here I was having a hard time with. Had to get the Brillo, the real wired Brillo pad out. Trying to scrub it without scratching it up. I did scratch up one a little bit, but eventually I'll cover these up. You know how a lot of people will put aluminum foil on them to make them look new and better, but eventually I'll do that once they get where they're just not cleaning up at all. But they cleaned up pretty good this time. And this is, like I say, about a year I've been using this stove. So a couple of you guys did mention that they noticed that I had got a new refrigerator because it's a totally different kind, and we wanted one like that. There wasn't anything wrong with the one we had, except we had to bend down in it and stuff like that to get our stuff out. And with us being older and my husband being older, I wanted to take and get one of the refrigerators where the refrigerator part's on top. And it's really working out good for us. We can pour our drinks right out of the refrigerator. Everything's on top. It's nice. It really helps my husband because he has some back issues, so he don't have to bend over so much. Now he has to go into the freezer on the bottom, of course, but he don't go in there as much as he does in the fridge, So we really enjoyed getting that one. I think we got that one from Home Depot, and it was on sale for like $6.50. So it was a good deal. And we give the refrigerator away to the man that was picking it up, that picks up stuff for Home Depot. He was like, I know somebody that needs a fridge. I said, well, give them that one. It works fine. So it all worked out good. And we love our new fridge. I need to do a fridge clean with me because it needs a good cleaning. I haven't cleaned it since I bought it. And this, like I say, been about a year ago.
Kitchen gleam, got that sink all filled with suds and soap. Time to make it shine and give it hope. Gonna clean the stove and make it bright, washing all those stove eyes with all my might.
That was a cute little song that I made up. I do want to say that there will be a little bit of AI stuff in some of my videos. I do some AI thumbnails mostly, but you can make up songs and stuff like that using Gemini. So you may have a little bit of that in there, but it's not really going to be me like changing my image and doing all this and that. I try to use my pictures when I put me into something, but it's just gradual stuff to throw in. I know some people hate AI, and I used to say I'd never use AI, but there's a lot of cute little things you can do with it to enhance your videos a little bit. So that's really all I want to use it for. So if you see that I've marked it AI, that's why, because I've usually put something in it, mostly thumbnails, something like that. So that's about as much as I'm going to do with AI on my channel, of course. So anyway, we're about getting done. I do want to say on one of my burners, I had actually touched it one day when it was still warm with my bread bag, and it got the plastic stuff on the burner, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get that off, but I scrubbed it a little bit. I ended up having to put a little bit of fingernail polish remover on it to get it off, to get it to eat that plastic, because it was stuck on there, and it didn't feel good on there, and it didn't look good on there. So that's what I ended up doing, because I couldn't get it off with just a degreasing thing. I tried it, and I didn't want to like damage the eye, of course, so I did put a little bit of that on it, and it took it right off. So if you're ever in that situation where you got plastic or something melted on it, you can use it. It worked for me. You can use something with acetone in it, fingernail polish remover, something like that.
2 hours later, I just got done scrubbing. And I didn't want to bore y'all with scrubbing. I had to scrub them things to get them clean. These little metal pieces in here, they're not perfect, but they're a lot cleaner than they was. And this one, I had accidentally touched my like a bread bag on it and melted it, and I had to get that off. I actually put a little bit of acetone on it and scrubbed it, and it came off, but it took me a while, but I got it. But they are a lot cleaner than they was. Here's one of the little ones, so I'm happy with them. As you've seen, it's about as clean as I could get these. Eventually I will probably start putting aluminum foil over them and just, keep them as long as I can. Use them, and then eventually I'll get new ones to put on it. But I do try to use these as long as I can, because they're not cheap. So I'm happy with that. It's a lot cleaner than it was. And once they get dirty and burned up, it's hard to get them back to the way they was. That one. This is a big one. And this one. I use these the most, so they are the worst. I will be the first one to admit that I am a very messy cook. I let stuff run over sometimes because I try to cook too fast sometimes, and I can really dirty up a stove. I'm just drying these up, so I'll go ahead and put them back on there. But at least they look cleaner and shinier. Okay. This is a big one, no wonder. No wonder. Right here, I don't know if you can tell, but right here is where that plastic was, and I had to scrub it with my knife a little bit. I do dry my tips real good before I put it in there. Alright, this is a big one. Goes back here. And this one goes right there. Okay. It's kind of looking like a new stove again, all shiny, pristine, looking good. Way better than it did. Looks nice, especially the little rims here. From a distance, it looks nice and clean. And I feel better about it, and it's clean under this. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me clean my stove. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. This is something new I've never done, so I don't know if you'll like it or not. This may be some cleaning motivation for some of you that need to clean your own stove. But if you did like the video, give me a big thumbs up. Leave me some comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to hang around and become an internet neighbor of mine. And I guess I'll see you in my next one. I'm fixing to go sit down and catch my breath. I'm a little out of breath after all that scrubbing. I probably burnt some calories today just scrubbing this stove, those burners. All right, God bless. See you in the next one. Bye.